I thought obviously it was a really good game, and I think a lot that we can build upon. On both sides of the ball. I thought our second unit came in that second half and really gave us a nice burst, got us back into the game, and was able to get some stops and make some shots. I thought our ball movement was good tonight. I thought we got contributions from a lot of different guys. They've obviously been playing really, really good basketball on both sides of the ball. I thought offensively to score 109 against them or 108 or whatever it was we scored. We obviously made a bunch of threes, but I thought we took good threes tonight. And, I thought we were balanced in terms of, when we got where we needed to go, I thought we generated good shots for one another. The second quarter, I didn't think we were as good as we needed to be defensively, but I thought in the second half our guys battled and fought, and, certainly we had a chance coming down the stretch.
Billy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you used your bench, fewer minutes tonight than any other game. I'm just wondering what logic went into that decision to cut it down.
No, I mean, nothing really. I just think you're looking at matchups, who's playing well on a particular night, how's the game going, where do you think maybe you have an advantage, where you think maybe they have an advantage. So, we used Nick tonight. He gave us some good minutes, I thought, just to kind of maybe steady us and being a veteran guy. Jeremy, played a little bit more than he did last game. So, like I've said, we're going to utilize our whole team. I got a lot of trust and confidence in those guys, but I think we must have played 10 guys tonight. I think maybe last game it was 11 or 12, but I think some of that had to do with maybe didn't play as particularly as well against Toronto and maybe just trying to find something that we could go to.
You also, you guys did a lot better with Russell off the floor tonight. Those numbers have been pretty lopsided before this game. How important is that when you guys can sustain with him off the floor?
Well, I think it's important because, to your point, there's been some times there in the end of this first quarter, second quarter that we haven't been good. But like the last day and a half, I tried to just spend some time with those guys and help those guys so they can kind of cohesively work together. It was the first time, and I kind of liked the lineup of having Jeremy at the 4 and Sabonis at the 5. And they were obviously small, so we were able to try that out. And obviously, I think with Domas's passing ability and the fact that he can post up gives us a different look. It was a different lineup that I think that we can get something from. But I think there's a lot we can take from this game going forward, which I'm excited about because, the Toronto game, our turnovers really, really killed us. And I thought in the first half, our 10 turnovers was not good. We only had 6 in the second half, which was encouraging. So, just some stuff that we can keep building on.
So, are you good with the shot that Russ took going for the win there?
Well, we were out of timeouts for one, and I really just kind of wanted the floor spaced, and I put Alex in there, and I think we had Victor was in there, and Domas was in there. So we had some shooting around him, and I trust Russell. I trust him. As great of a player as he is, when the ball's in his hands, he's got to take shots that he feels comfortable taking. It's one of those things. If it goes in, everybody's celebrating, everybody's happy, and there's probably maybe a second or two left that we got to play some defense. It hit back rim from where I was positioned. I thought he got off a good shot in terms of it was clean. It was back rim. I actually thought when it left his hands and it was going towards him, it had a chance to go in. But again, I think when you've got a great scorer like Russell without a timeout, you got to space the floor and let him generate some kind of shot that he feels comfortable with. And he's always playing to win. And you can look and say, well, maybe he should have drove to the basket, 2-point game. Maybe he should have tried to get fouled. But maybe he felt also that he had Mbamute backing up and he was able to get a clean one off and he felt good about it. He made a 3 before it. So I think with a guy like Russell, when you don't have a timeout, you're not scripting something, I trust him because he's going to try to make the play to help us win.
Anyone else? Last one.
Just curious. I know, obviously, you have no problem with using hacking in a game, but I'm just curious what your opinion on it, and I know there's a lot of talk about should the rules be changed and stuff. What's your opinion?
Well, I do think the one rule going in there in terms of the last 2 minutes of each quarter, you can't do it, and they got caught doing it there and fouled, and we got a free throw out of it, so they've kind of done that away. But, listen, it's part of the game, and as long as it's part of the game, I think as a coach you got a responsibility to try to utilize the way the game's going to be, basically officiated and what the rules are. Give Jordan credit. He got off to a stretch there where he missed a bunch there in the middle of them, and he made a couple late. I think he may have finished up 50%. It helped us kind of get back in the game. It kind of broke their offensive rhythm a little bit, but. It's probably a good rule that the last 2 minutes of each quarter that you can't do that. And I knew looking up at the way the game was going, I don't know, it was maybe a 6 or 7 point game, 5 point. I'm not sure where it was at, but there was 6 minutes to go, and I just wanted to at least try it early enough and then see what we could get out of it. So I thought it was good, but give him credit because he also stepped up and made some free throws too.